Evening viewer, welcome to our Glory Globe TV. Here's the breaking news. Yes, India and the United States stand together to uphold international law and a rules best order to deter any bad actor. US Ambassador Eric Garcetti said on Friday against the backdrop of China's assertive behavior in territorial disputes across the region. In a wide-ranging interview, Garcetti, a close aide to US President Joe Biden, said it is time for India to lower barriers and raise expectations and ambitions in order to take bilateral trade to the next level. He also said the text used in the leaders' declaration at the last year's G20 summit in Bali to refer to the Ukraine crisis should continue to be the basic minimum for the upcoming summit of the world's 20 largest economies. If we could do a bit of stock taking of the follow-ups to Prime Minister Modi's visit to the US in June, what has been the program in terms of defense cooperation, including the G414 engine, semiconductors or critical technologies? Overall, the momentum has not let up. If anything, it is accelerated. I thought this would be a moment in time and our leaders would turn their attention to other things. There is not a week that goes by where our leaders are not saying how is this going. Do more. We thought the visit for the G20 summit would really be about supporting G20, maybe a small bilateral, but there is a huge agenda that we are still working through to deliver during G20. Later in the year and next year, and it is in all categories, I will come back to the ones you asked about. By it is on trade, culture, climate, transportation. I can go through 7 or 8 large areas. In terms of the ones you brought up, the G414 engine deal, there are 2 days left for congressional notification. Nobody's objected so far. So knock on wood, I don't think anybody is going to, and it really reflects. As you saw with the congressional delegations that recently visited India, yes, India unites Americans. It unites our Congress, which does not agree on a lot these days. I have a high degree of confidence that will move forward. What you don't see, because oftentimes what makes the headlines is the products that one country is selling or the other is buying or that we are co-producing. But I think there has been more and more integration of our people and our armed forces to know how to operate together, how to reach out to each other in times of crisis. Of course, all the drills and stuff, that tempo has picked up ever since our president was the prime minister. I think on trade, there is one dispute left and that I am optimistic that can be resolved shortly. I would say also in the area of our people to people ties, whether it is opening 2 new consulates, whether it is the visa work that Indians have asked of us, that's going full steam ahead. So everything has not slowed down. If anything, it is going faster. Sure, I mean, we don't have anything to announce and it is not that I have something secret, but absolutely I think that our leaders will spend time together, obviously in the G20 context, but I would expect bilaterally too, and that will allow them to formalize some things that they could not finish 2 months ago. I fully expect also that next year during the Quad meeting year, which does not have a date yet, there won't be a moment when they see each other moving forward where I think something won't be formalized, whether it is the return of cultural property, whether it is a railway MU, whether it is some of the work that we are doing on climate and financing electric buses. We have so much good work to do. Higher education is another area too. I think you will see those announcements be steady. It used to be the exception between the US and India and a once in a while thing. Now it is the rule and it is all the time. Me and Naziford, Glory Globe TV, Delhi, India.